What if I told you that one accidental phone call could destroy everything you've ever loved? That a single kiss could unravel 3 years of trust in less than 3 seconds? This is the story of Elena, a woman who had it all until she didn't. This is Confused Heart. Meet Elena. Hardworking, financially comfortable, beautiful, the kind of woman who had her life together. Or so it seemed. She was deeply in love with Daniel, 3 years deep, the kind of love that felt safe, steady, real. They went on dates, shared intimate moments. Daniel was everything, handsome, respectful, devoted. They were even planning to get married in 2 months. 2 months. But then, something happened. Something that would change everything. One Saturday afternoon, Elena and Daniel went shopping. Just a normal day, nothing special. She was browsing through aisles when suddenly, "Elena, is that you?" She turned around. Simon! An old friend from work, someone she hadn't seen in years. They hugged, laughed, caught up on old times while Daniel was at the counter paying for their shopping. And just before they parted ways, they exchanged contacts. That's where it started. At first, it was innocent. Text messages, throwback photos, video calls, just 2 old friends reconnecting, right? Elena and Daniel were still perfect. No cracks, no problems. Everything was fine. But the messages with Simon, they kept coming, and she kept replying. Then one day, Simon asked her to meet up, just a casual hangout at the park. She agreed. She sat on that bench, waiting. 1 hour passed, then 2. She was furious. Finally, Simon showed up, and before she could even speak, before she could yell at him for being late, he kissed her, right on the lips, deep, intense, like he'd been waiting years to do it. When he pulled away, he looked into her eyes and whispered, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cause any delay." Elena stood there, frozen, breathless. What? What did we just do? Simon tried to sit her down, but she couldn't. She turned around and left him standing there alone. That night, she came home to Daniel. He had everything set up, popcorn, their favorite movie queued up. It was supposed to be their cozy movie night. But Elena was somewhere else, distracted, distant. Daniel tried to get close to her, but for the first time, she pulled away. He stood up, disappointed, hurt. "Am I doing something that disgusts you?" She forced a smile. "No, baby, I'm just stressed from work. I'm sorry." She pulled him close. They cuddled. But inside, she was already slipping away. The next day, she called Simon. They met at a restaurant, talked, apologized, but the tension, it was still there, thick, undeniable. Simon invited her to see his new apartment. She said yes. He showed her around. She admired the place, congratulated him, and then, while she was talking, he grabbed her by the waist and kissed her again. This time, she didn't stop him. They ended up in bed. Afterwards, he held her close. She woke up in his arms, kissed him softly, and whispered, "I love you, Simon, and this is wrong." He looked at her and said, "I love you too, and I don't think it's wrong. You knew I had a man in my life. You knew." Simon smiled. "We've always had this feeling, a long time ago." And he kissed her again. She got dressed and left. When Elena walked through her front door that evening, Daniel was standing there, facing the door, phone in hand, his face cold, emotionless. She froze. "Baby, why do you look like a ghost just walked in?" Daniel didn't say a word. He just pressed play. And from his phone came a recording. Her voice, Simon's voice, moans, whispers, intimate sounds, everything. Elena's bag dropped. Her phone hit the floor. Daniel finally spoke. "I called you. You picked up, and I heard everything." She remembered. She had tried to end the call, but she accidentally answered it instead. Tears poured down her face. She begged, pleaded, apologized. But Daniel, he picked up his shoes, his briefcase, and he walked out. Elena cried for hours. She called Simon, no answer, so she drove to his apartment, knocked on the door, and a pregnant woman opened it. "Can I help you?" Elena's world shattered. Then Simon appeared at the door, calm, cold. "Hi, Elena. Meet my wife." She didn't wait for another word. She turned around and left. Elena lost Daniel, the man who loved her, the man she was supposed to marry in 2 months. And Simon, he was a liar, a cheat, a married man who used her. She was left with nothing but regret. For months, Elena stayed celibate. She couldn't bear the thought of hurting someone again. She felt broken, damaged, unworthy of love. But then one day at the gym, she met Mark. But that is a story for another day. This was Confused Heart, a story about lust, mistakes, and the price we pay when we let the past blur the present. If this story hit you, drop a comment below. Have you ever been caught between two loves? Let's talk. And if you want to hear what happens with Mark, hit that subscribe button, because Elena's story, it's far from over.